Today, guys, I'm doing something extraordinary. I'm doing something different. I'm going to be predicting the first 5 games of the new Premier League season for Manchester City. So, starting off at the Etihad Stadium, Manchester City taking on Bournemouth. Bournemouth has actually given us a few issues in the past. I can remember that 2-1 defeat at the 24-25 season. Bournemouth are a very, very good side. But don't get me wrong, Bournemouth are a very, very good team, and they'll be giving us issues especially at their home stadium. But at our home, I feel pretty confident we'll get the job done. I feel like Manchester City are going to win Bournemouth, and I feel like Manchester City are going to beat them 3-1. Next game up, we have Crystal Palace versus Manchester City at Selhurst Park. I think this game won't be as straightforward as people think. I think there's going to be back and forth drama at this game. I don't think Manchester City quite will get the job done at this game. So therefore, I'm predicting a 1-0 draw between Crystal Palace and Manchester City. Next game up, we have a Manchester City versus Coventry. Yeah, Coventry, obviously, they're just coming down from the championship. I just watched Arsenal beat them 3-0. Clean sheet, clean sweep, as they might say. Coventry are pretty easy sides to go up against, but no due respect, out of all the promoted sides, I feel like Coventry are the best of them. But I feel like Manchester City were good enough to be smacking these teams left, right, and center. So therefore, I'm predicting Manchester City to win. Let's say 4-0. I think Manchester City win 4-0. Next game is at the Manchester Derby. Yes, the Manchester Derby. Manchester United taking on Manchester City at this derby. Manchester United obviously beat off 2-0 last time at Old Trafford. We got the better of them at the Etihad Stadium. Us and United, sometimes we will beat them, sometimes we don't. It depends on the atmosphere. But this game, I see a win for us. I don't have a feeling. I know Huawei, but I think Manchester City are going to pull through and we're going to scrape the result 2-1 at Old Trafford. The final game is Manchester City taking on Sunderland. I think this game, obviously, Sunderland we drew 2-2 or we drew 0-0 with them at Stadium of Light. But this time is at the Etihad. And last time we went to the Etihad, Ryan Cherky did a Rabona flick against Sunderland. For those of you who remember, I remember that game. We beat them 3-0, and I think the same is going to happen today. I think